Hello everyone, I welcome you to the Doers Views. Please do well to follow us on Facebook and YouTube through these handles that are displaying on the screen. So today, we'll be looking at a very interesting topic, ESAN Igbedo, meaning the ESAN will no longer beat the Benins. Please stay tuned for more entertainment as we go through this very interesting but less talked about history. Now let's begin. In the 16th century, something happened in this land of Edo, between the ESAN and the Benin people, that led to the signing of a peace covenant. Now, you're asking yourself what happened, right? It was a war between the Benin people and the ESAN people. This war was a very, very decisive war because it decided whether the people of ESAN land would be under the control of the Oba of Benin. That was what the war was about. And eventually, when the war came to an end, the war ended in favor of the ESAN people. So it meant that the ESAN people were sovereign. It meant that the ESAN people were independent and they were free from the control of the Oba of Benin. So at the end of the day, after the whole war ended, the Benin people and the ESAN people, they came together. They said, okay, we are done fighting. Let us make a covenant of peace. That was what brought about the phrase ESAN Igbedo, which means ESAN will no longer beat the Benin. Now, what actually caused this war? It is very important for you to know what actually led to the war. Okay. This war, known as the BINI-ESAN War, started when the king of Urumi, as at that time known as King Agba Noji of Urumi, he rejected the friendship proposal of Oba Ozwala of Benin. Then Oba Ozwala was the Oba of Benin. So Oba Ozwala extended a hand of friendship to the king of Urumi, King Agba. And King Agba rejected his friendship proposal because King Agba said that friendship proposal was a dishonest friendship proposal, and it was a tricky one because it was that similar kind of friendship proposal that the former Oba, which is Oba Ewari, used to deceive his own father, which is the father of Agba, and other kings of ESAN land, into signing a very, very shady document where they gave out the sovereignty of ESAN land. So King Agba was very, very angry, and he said he was not going to be friend with any of the Oba of Benin. So because of his refusal to accept the friendship of Oba Ozwala was very, very angry, and then a war broke out. But before the war broke out, King Agba stopped the payment of tributes from ESAN land to the Oba of Benin, and he also stopped the taking of appeal cases from ESAN land to the Oba of Benin. So totally he declared independence for ESAN land. And of course, ESAN land was totally independent before Oba Ewari deceived the kings of ESAN land into signing an agreement whereby they sold away the sovereignty of ESAN land. So because King Agba was very, very determined to correct that mistakes that those not so learned ESAN king made, he was very determined to correct that mistake, and so that was why he said he was going to war with the Oba Ozwala to decide the sovereignty of ESAN land. Now, it is very important to state that this war between the Benin and ESAN people was fought between the Benin people and the people of Urumi alone. Now, in ESAN land, we have 35 kingdoms. Now, Urumi is one kingdom out of that 35. And it was just one kingdom out of that 35 that fought with the whole of Benin Kingdom. Oh. It's not as if it's the whole Esan Kingdom that fought with the Benin. It's just one kingdom, which is Uromi Kingdom, that fought with the Benin Kingdom. And watch out to see how the war ended. So, normally, Oba Uzoala was a very powerful Oba. He defeated many kingdoms. He defeated a lot of kingdoms. Hence, he was called Oba Uzoala the Conqueror. So, he thought this was going to discourage King Agba from going into war with him. But that was not the case. King Agba was prepared. King Agba mobilized his troop into the battlefield, and a terrible battle was fought. Now, surprisingly to Oba Uzoala did not know that King Agba had some kind of sophisticated weapon, like poisoned arrow, and that was the first of its kind, whereby a poisoned arrow was being used in Edo State. So he was taken by surprise when he saw different kind of sophisticated weapon that even did not existed in the whole of Benin Empire. He saw them on the battlefield in Esan land. So at the end of the day, King Agba defeated King Uzoala by killing him. So after King Agba killed Oba Uzoala, then after he have killed his lifelong enemy, he felt that he have accomplished his mission, and then he went into a bush and he disappeared into that bush. He was seen by some villagers, so they were life witnesses. And a picture of this bush is showing right now on the screen. You can look at it. So it actually happened. That was why you see that they actually took a photograph of it. So this story is actually life history. Now, moving forward. So when this war eventually came to an end, it was clear that the people of Esan land were not under the influence, control, or rulership of the Oba of Benin till today. So that war decided this particular case. That's why you see that the Oba of Benin is a king over the Benin people alone, and not the Esan people. Because the Esan people, they are free and they are independent from any other king. The Esan people only answer to their king and no other king else. Good. Then also moving forward, at the end of the war, normally everybody came together and said, okay, let us look for a way forward. And the way forward the Benin and Esan people reached was that, okay, we are brothers, let us not fight again. Hope you enjoyed watching, and please stay tuned on this profile on Facebook and YouTube for similar content. Thank you very much. Please share if you like the video so your friends can also learn.